Hi, it's Chuck Wilson, Bootlegger Guitar. I built Bootlegger Guitar on the amplifier side based upon the Blues 15, 30, and 5 watt amps. They're fine amps. They were made by a factory that I do business with in China. I would take their basic idea and then adapt it to what I wanted. And we produced very good amps, and a lot of guys are really happy, and gals, with our amps. A great valued amp. My guitar builder is Muse in Seoul, Korea, and Mr. Ken Kim. We have been talking, and I decided for more than one reason, I could even say quite a few reasons, to stop my importing or doing business with developing amps out of China. And I'm turning everything over now to my Korean partner, Mr. Ken Kim, and Muse. So a little background on Bootlegger. I met Ken at NAMM, and I had some designs for kind of some vintage-esque guitars I wanted to see built, and he agreed with me. He thought that they were great ideas. Now, moving forward, I'm introducing 5, 6 new guitars this year, and we're really excited working with the Steve Stein project, as well as the tiny Roger Cole's bass project. So we have a lot of interesting, new things happening. The new amp that I wanted to see built was going to change everything I've done as far as amps. I'm really excited about it. We're keeping the same 6L6 tube design with 12 AX7s in the preamp. So it's still going to be the classic rock, blues, dirt saturation, from clean to dirt saturation amp that my amps have been known for. But it's going to be now a switchable 15 or 30 watt amp. So our idea was to keep it an analog amp, but then introduce into it, as if there's built-in pedals, both reverb, drive, and boost. So with that said, it's going to be exciting. I mean, it's going to be an amp that's a 606, 12X7 amp, pure tube saturation sound, and then if you want to interject like a pedal sound into it, you can. It'll be right there on board. We're going to have a foot switch to drive the boost and the drive. So the way I see the amp viewed is that you'll set the reverb to the room and leave it, and then it will be on either the 15 or 30 watt circuit, so you can switch on the fly by hitting the switch on the amp face, or during the song you can hit the boost or the drive, for leads or punch or however you want to do it. So that's really exciting to me. That's kind of how my concept with the amp. The other thing that some of the players wanted is they wanted to have a jack out. So we're introducing a jack out on the amp, and we'll have a 4 or 8 ohm switch. So you plug into the jack out, and it will disconnect the onboard speaker, and then it will allow you to run it as a head through whatever cabinet you want to run it through with the appropriate ohm setting. So the comm will also serve as a head. It'll also have a full effect loop, so if you do want to interject your pedals up front or through the loop, it will be on board. We're going to have the same tone controls as on the Blues 30, which is bass, mid, treble, and presence. So a lot of the things that the pro players or the people using the Blues 30 were familiar with will also exist on this amp. But again, it's one amp, switchable, either a 15 watt amp or a 30 watt amp, onboard digital effects, pure tube tone saturation. It's going to be a great amp. So I've introduced the amp to the market by offering an upfront pre-purchase sale. I shouldn't say pre-purchase, pre-production sale. The amps are probably about 3 months off from today's date. We're in April. So if you're interested, the price of $499 is a great price for a switchable 1530 watt amp with all these features. This amp will be probably 800-ish range, which is still a great price when it's in stock, but this allows you to buy one up front in pre-production. So again, this amp is built out of Muse R&D in Seoul, Korea. The same company that makes my guitars, and the high quality that we have with those guitars will also now be featured in our amps. So I hope this explains what we're doing. For those who know Bootlegger, this will help get them catched up. And for those who are new to Bootlegger, again, thank you. And we're a small company, and it's been a great path to becoming something bigger than a small company. And we're going to continue doing what we're doing, which is offering great values, innovative designs, and tube amplifiers to our customers. So the Bootlegger family is a small family, but it's growing. Again, I've sold amps and guitars all around the world. So, you know, it's a pleasure to be a part of this, and it's a pleasure to be able to work with a guy like Ken Kim, who has amazing engineers, amazing designers, and that we can collaborate. I can come up with my concepts and ideas, put something down on paper, give it to him, and then he's able to take it and turn it into something really special.